say, don't procrastinate, but then also go out with your friend. It's kind of like looking for that balance. It's really important.
It is now that you will finish all of those things, and that's why I call them the EIEIOs. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the SWA podcast, the Synonymous World Academy podcast. Today we are here with me. My name is Ms. Flora, and I am the DP coordinator of the school, of the diploma program, the IB Diploma program. And today we're going to be talking a little bit more about the IB Diploma. And we're here today with one of our students in our grade 12 class, our graduating class, Salsabila.
Hi everyone, my name is Salsabila Cynthia Puspita. I'm literally almost graduating, which is fun. And I'm in grade 12, preparing for the IB exam. Hopefully we're sitting in an IB exam setup this year.
Excellent. Yes, I hope so too. Really, I do. So today we're going to be talking a little bit more about the diploma program itself and the courses that students will be taking, because we know that we have a lot of listeners right now who are tuning in because they are planning to sign up for the courses soon and to get a little bit more familiar with what kinds of courses are on offer and the program itself and what the TOK is, what the EE is, what those concerns will be when they get there. So first of all, I'd like to tell you a little bit about the IB. The International Baccalaureate is a program for high school students. The diploma program is for high school students, and they offer a 6-course program that also has 3 components to the diploma itself, and the three extra parts are the extended essay, the CAS component of doing creativity, action, and service, and also the TOK, which is the Theory of Knowledge course. So the TOK, the Theory of Knowledge course, allows students to become familiar with what they know and how they came to know what they know, and the study of epistemology. Can you tell me a little bit about the TOK course?
Well, it's actually quite a fun course because you get to talk and think about like the consequences of like your action. And like one time we had this video that we watched about like a person who would he take off this side of the train rail where there's one person laying down and the train is going fast, and he would kill that one person and or the other lane, right? And those kind of videos and inspiration for your TOK. I mean,
It's okay, TikTok it is too. Similar to TikTok.
I have too much on TikTok, right? So TOK for the TOK is also useful for your TOK exhibition. We have TOK exhibition and TOK essay. We're currently in the process of doing TOK essay, and yeah, I would say it's quite a fun course because you get to also talk about your personal experiences in relation to the theory and your thesis. Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you very much for that. Yes, exactly. And the other 2 components of the course are the extended essay and the CAS. The CAS is it's not assessed, so it has no marks, right? Yeah. And so in the CAS, can you tell us some of the activities that you do? What it is, creativity, action, and service?
So for myself and my CAS project, I am partnered up with one of my friends, Somin, and we're in HH 101. And the creativity side where you could explore or find new skill. For example, for my individual CAS project, I actually took guitar for learning new songs and those stuff. And for the activity, it's more of like a physical. For example, your target is to swim back and forth like 100-meter or something. Maybe you have like your own target. And for the service, giving out to the community. For example, you're doing charity, or we are currently in the process of HS 101 is currently in the process of looking for a book printer, so we could donate our recipe book to I think school as SDN 35 Dompo Kids, which we also did some meetings in the past.
Fantastic. Yes, exactly. It's a very, very active program. And it does demand a lot, but it's actually a very rewarding response afterwards. The other really good thing about the CAS program is it actually can help you when you apply for universities a lot, because that makes your portfolio very different. It stands out more than other students, right? When you have so many experiences like that.
Yeah, and it's all like unique, and it's cool that you get to experience something that maybe you haven't done before in the past. Like it's great that you could experiment as well and connect with your friends and peers, and talk and communicate, collaborate with other people. Yeah.
Exactly, exactly. Thank you. Yes, also, if we talk about the extended essay now, that is quite a challenging part of the diploma program, but it's also very rewarding at the end. At the end of the day, you know how to actually write a big university level academic research paper. Can you tell us a little bit about your experience in the extended essay?
I'm just gonna be completely honest. It's not easy at all. If somebody tells you, "Oh, it's all rainbow and sunshine," no, that's a lie. 4,000 word essay. It's not very easy to write. And at first, when I started the journey of extended essay, I was actually late to the program for like one term, and everybody else had already like their started their bibliography and like sources they've put in ManageBack. And it was challenging to start at first, especially because you don't know how to begin a 4,000 word essay. It's hard. However, the reward from extended essay, I guess, when you finally submitted your first draft, second draft, and it's getting like coming all together, it's so nice to see and read. And when you open that draft of yours, it's gonna feel like, oh my god, I did that, right? Like that's I feel like that's the biggest reward from extended essay as well.
Excellent. Oh yeah, me too. I think that is one of the big things that you said. When you at the end, when you open that paper, you're going to feel very proud of yourself, because in a lot of ways it's like writing a book, right? Or like a university thesis. And one of our other students who has graduated also compares the extended essay to being like a master's level thesis. Because she said that she's never really had anything. She's now in third year in university, and she said, I've never really had anything as hard as the extended essay. And so it is rewarding, though, at the end of the day, because the universities that you apply to, they know that you've had what you've had to do to do this extended essay. And it's a big challenge.
It's a big challenge, and even the bibliography itself and like how you cite a website, it's really important in that essay. And at first it was challenging as well. I think for everyone it was challenging, especially when you haven't had the experience to write those many words in an essay.
Exactly. In an essay format where you're trying to get 4,000 words, most people are daunted by only a 1,000-word essay, but I mean 4,000 means you're doubled up and doubled up again. Exactly, yeah. Also, can I talk a little bit about your courses? Can you sort of shed a little bit of light for me on the 6 courses that you have to choose?
Well,
What courses do you take?
Yeah, I'm taking business HL, ESSSL, math ASL, um, English lit HL, uh, Bahasa Indonesia BHL, and what are the other one? Biology SL. Right, biology SL. Um, well, when I first got into SWA, it was kind of confusing as well for me to choose the courses because it's a big step, especially when you want to get into a certain university or a certain major in your university. It's a big step for you to pick your courses because sometimes the major that you're choosing, um, there's like a standard level for them to accept you to that major or that university. And I am going to culinary school, which has business aspect to it, which is why I took business HL courses. And other than that, I think consulting to your teachers one of the biggest help in choosing your courses because I have meeting with you and Mr. Alex when I first got into SWA and look for like the good IB courses for me to choose. And yeah, I think getting help from your teacher and knowing what you really like, at least what you enjoy in a subject if you have. And for me, there's this part of me which really want to take economics as well because I feel like I need it in business studies later on in university. However, I know that I will not do good in econ, so I took biology instead.
Oh, excellent. Okay, I understand. Yeah. And so the courses actually go this way. There are 6 groups, and you have to take one course from each of the 6 groups. Actually, from the 5 groups. The 6th group you can either take visual arts or you can take any one of the other 5. Correct? And that's the secret behind it is then trying to make a bespoke program around what you want to do when you go to university, correct? And so it really does work that way where we have the best pathways. And to other schools that don't have these best pathways, I think it will be more difficult. It will be more difficult for students to know.
Yeah. I think it would be even harder for them to. I mean, not that they won't get accepted to the university. It would just be harder because the university. I feel like IB is like one of the most known, like program in education. So I think getting into IB, not only it gives you like an experience of what the courses might look like in your university, it's also giving you bigger chance to get accepted to university, especially well-known university.
Exactly that, right. And also the score that you get at the end is it is different than say IGCSE scores or because we actually add them up only to 7. And so when students write their exams or do their summative assessments or using ManageBack, for example, they're scored from 7, but then the scores all together add up to 42. And then there's 3 points that you get for your TOK and CAS and extended essay. So those are the bonus points. But it's doable, isn't it? I mean, to do, it's hard to get a 7.
Right. It's I wouldn't say it's easy. It is definitely doable. Don't procrastinate.
That was what I was going to say.
Don't procrastinate. I think that is also one of the biggest aim for IB as well, because when you procrastinate, it's harder for you to get a 7. It's already hard for you to get a 7. When you procrastinate, even more. It's
More like to be down around 4 or
exactly,
5.
exactly, right.
You're more like going to be down around 4 or 5, right? So ideally, when you go to apply for your universities, it's at this time of the year, right, where you're actually getting your first round of applications, or getting your applications together. So those of you who are in grade 10, you still have a little bit of time to think about what you would like to do. But it's really important for students to start really thinking about what they want to do when they go to university.
Yeah.
Because that's the target, right? For the 30, 37, 38 score is what the university really wants to see, right? For an IB score. So that's what we begin when grade 10 students are choosing their courses. We really look carefully at their best pathway. So if they want either arts or humanities, or they're in the sort of STEM stream, or whether they're into biomedical side of things, then what they choose has to kind of go along with the university of their choices, right? How did you find your experience with university applications and helping you to decide where you'd like to go?
Yeah. So it's kind of difficult as well, and maybe you would change your opinion about certain subjects and certain pathway that you want to take, especially in university. And at first, I really would love to take business, because I consulted with our UGC coordinator, which is Mr. Stan, and I know that at first my parents doesn't really, approve of me taking culinary arts, and finding the major that you like might change over time. I think that's one of the most important thing you need to note about university. When you're really young, I feel like you want to be this and you want to be that, and it's kind of it will change over time, but it's especially good to know that you want to take this specific major in your university. That's a really big step for you, actually. And it's a really good one as well. And I think if you have the passion for something, and you want to pursue that passion, I think it's really good for you. However, approval from your parents and your best skill in school, that also helps when you want to pick a major or choosing what you want to take, right? Yeah, exactly. Your ability also measure, not saying you're bad at something, it's just that if you do good at something, I feel like that would motivate you more. Yeah, exactly. That's why it's important to also choose courses and university major that you're that you're good at, I think.
Exactly. Okay, thank you. Yes, that's a very good filling us in for that one. Also, the diploma program, it is quite rigorous, but we also encourage students to take care of themselves during this process. So what would you advise a student to do that was sort of in, say, the beginning of grade 11, to how to look after themselves, or what to do, what things you could do?
Well, thank you for that question. It's really heartfelt. I honestly, one of my biggest advice, mentally, you need to be prepared, well prepared. Support from your parents, family, friends, it's one of the biggest component of going through IB. It's really helpful for you, especially when you're going through rough patches in your IB journey, like writing extended essay. Who would think that's easy, right? I mean, it's a 4,000 words essay, and getting support from your friends or from your parents, family, it's really helpful for you just to like know that you tried your best as well. And I think they would be there to like support you and like pat yourself in the back, and just also, I mean, I wouldn't say go out with friends too much, but go out with friends. Yeah, it's really hard for you. Okay, it's kind of complicated when we tell a future IB student to say, don't procrastinate, but then also go out with your friend. It's kind of like looking for that balance. It's really important. That's why I said getting support from your family is really helpful for you, because when you cannot go out with your friend, then you can have support in your own house, in your own comfort. Yeah, I think that's
Exactly. Well, thank you. Yes. Have you found it challenging in the last, because most of your IB experience has been taken at home, where you can't actually go out with your friends or haven't been able to do that. Did you find that quite disconcerting or challenging, or did you learn to deal with that better later? Or
definitely. I kind of adapted to the new, I guess, new normal. Yeah, new normal, in like online learning, and especially when I first got into SWA, I was online. Like I haven't been to the offline experience of SWA. Rather, yeah, exactly. And the whole year I was in a offline school, and I mean, sorry, online school, and it is quite challenging for me to, just to even socialize with my classmates, because
I don't know them yet.
yeah, exactly, and like you never met them in real life before, and it's quite like, okay, I don't really know you. How do I talk to you? That is quite challenging.
It is now that you will finish all of those things, and that's why I call them the EIEIOs. Be very aware of what's coming, and as you said, like, don't procrastinate, but at the same time, find the balance, right? Find that balance where, it's important, your friends are important as well, but the support from your parents and your friends and your family members is the number one.
Number one, yeah. Spoiler, it's not easy.
Exactly.
It's not easy.
Exactly. So can you give other points or any other tips to students that are coming into the program that you can think of that you didn't know before you came to SWA, that you now feel kind of like, the seasoned the seasoned graduate, the IB student who's on the way out?
So I think for grade 11 especially, if you have the chance to just look at your IA's topic, extended essay topic, I think grade 11 also write like TOK exhibition and TOK essay, right?
That's right. They do mock, in the grade 11 time, they do a mock essay and a mock exams. And
yeah, take that as like one of your biggest lesson in going into grade 12, because that would really help you a lot, and would it would decrease like some level of your stress, and like your just the weight on your shoulder. I guess it would be taken off just a bit, just a tiny bit. It's not gonna be completely off. It's just gonna be a bit lighter for you to think of the IA and extended essay and what you would really want to write about in those essays, because when you know what you when you want to, when you know that you want to write about something specific, and you go into detail with like your essay, I think it would be really helpful for you as well, because that would make your grade 12 experience way easier.
good, yes. Yeah, I really do agree with you, because the reason we give those trial exams and trial essays and summative experiences is so that when students do write the IA, or they do have to sit down like we're doing right now in an oral exam situation, then then they don't feel completely unprepared.
Yeah.
Like you're actually prepared, right? And so that's what's actually going to happen in 3 weeks' time is Salsabila and her grade 12 students, her classmates, are all going to be sitting an in-person exam. So actually everybody's going to be here on the campus writing their exam for the first time in the real IB exam with both papers and the same thing that they're going to be doing in May. So it's quite, I think it's quite exciting for you, but also probably kind of scary.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's an exciting thing, but once you get through that, I feel like that's where my mindset is right now. Like,
Yes.
just try your best. Like, once you get through like all that exams and like mock exam and those stuff, you're done. You're done. Like, you're done.
And it does happen that way too. Like this next 6 months are just going to be like, they just go by in a flash, honestly. And it is now that you will finish all of those things. And that's why I call them the EIEIOs. Because you're going to be finishing your EE, your TOK, your IA, your all the different components to your exam, your HLSA, all of those. So, and that actually brings us to the close of our time together tonight. We will be talking a whole lot more next week about the grade 10s and about how they're choosing their courses. And at any time you can come to talk to me, but also I think that Salsabila would be happy to say that any students that are interested in further talking to you, they can contact Salsabila as well, right? Well, thank you again for joining me today. I think this has been a wonderful opportunity to hear what the actual IB is like. Instead of from an old seasoned teacher, you can say it's from a young, seasoned IB graduate. So thank you again for joining us today.
Thank you. Thank you.
We'll be talking to you again.